Valley Club. It seems like we're getting a new one every single day, but we have yet another brand new promo code, and we have an exciting fan vote coming up on Monday. I'm going to tell you what I am leaning towards, and if you're ready for it all, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. We have yet another brand new promo code. We're going to claim it, see what it's for on this video, and we got another fan vote coming up on Monday. We got a choice of 4 new characters to add to the Phoenix Force. I'm going to tell you which character I am leaning towards. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up. At least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on this channel. But as you may or may not know, if you've been following these videos on my channel, you may know, but we had a fan vote on the Discord, and it was for your favorite costume. Now, I believe these fan votes for these costumes are just kind of for some participation on Discord. It would be really, really cool if we're getting some of these costumes in the game, and it was revealed yesterday in yesterday's blog that we're getting more costume credits, so maybe we're getting some of these also in the game. But the winner of the fan vote was this Emma Frost costume. As you see, you got 32% of the vote. She was also in the last fan vote, but she came in second, 23% of the vote. Dr. Doom got the first place with 27% of the vote. But because of all this, we have a brand new promo code. So let's go into the promo code section. It is Hellfire High Fashion. So let's go enter this and see what this is actually for. Let's go to our promo code section and enter this right now. Let's copy and paste this. Hopefully it's for a lot of good stuff. Let's enter it and see. Hellfire High Fashion. Let's go. It is for 450,000 gold, so yeah, little disappointed in the gold, but 150 L4 training mats. Yeah, it's not a lot, but every little bit adds up. But let's move forward with this fan vote. This was added to the Friday blog post after the Unvoice got their advanced copy, so this did not make it into yesterday's video, but some exciting characters gonna possibly add it to the Phoenix Force. One of these will be added, and what it says is an upcoming character vote for the Phoenix Force. The Phoenix Force is on the hunt for another host, and you get to decide who it'll be starting on August 25th, so Monday. Is that Monday or Tuesday? No, that is Monday. And it's gonna last for 1 week, ending on September 1st. Head to marvelstrikeforce.com and cast your vote for the following characters. Phoenix Force, who's gonna be the next character? Magneto, Spider-Weaver, Gwenpool, Venom. You can vote once per day, so make sure you vote. You're gonna get 50 campaign energy and 50 power cores every single time you vote. So make sure you get your votes in. So if you're just looking for who do you think would be the coolest to add to this team, vote for whoever you want. I think from that standpoint, Venom would be pretty cool. He's the host of a symbiote, and he would be the host of the Phoenix Force. So double hosting of this for Venom would be cool. But as far as which character would be the most impactful for the Phoenix Force, we're gonna look at what they did with Omega Red, the original version of Omega Red, and what they did with Omega Red Phoenix Force. Totally different kits, but had some pieces of what they had from the original Omega Red. So we're gonna look at all these kits and tell you who I think would be the best for the Phoenix Force. But obviously, if you're just voting for who you think would be the coolest, whatever you think would be the coolest is fine. So let's go and take a look at the original Omega Red. He was a war character for the Weapon X team, and the Omega Red Phoenix Force was a 2-person team with Phoenix and Omega Red Phoenix Force. So he did a few different things: attacking the primary target 320% damage, stealing 10% health from the primary target, redistributing to health, bypassing heal block. Attack redistributes 25% of this character's max health, prolonging bleed, slow offense down, and the primary target by 1. And if we look at the basic of Omega Red Phoenix Force, the only real thing that got held over from that basic is prolonging the duration of all negative effects, except for ability to block stun and trauma by 1. He's still attacking the primary target, piercing damage, and applying dupe bleed. Applying assist now to a random Phoenix Force or a Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally. Expect that to be extended to whoever wins the vote as well. And in Crucible, this attack will ignore defense up. The damage of the attack reduce the max health of the targets by the same amount as well. And just looking back on that, yeah, just pretty much prolonging the duration of these negative effects on the primary target. Moving to the special, 3-turn cooldown for the original. This, the new version is a little different, but applying trauma, ability to block to the primary target, attacking the primary target, adjacent targets, 450% damage, stealing 5% of the target's max health, and redistributing cell, bypassing heal block, applying defense down to the primary target, adjacent targets, applying speed up and to self and weapon X allies. This attack cannot be blocked. If we look at what the special for the new version does, pretty much the only holdover, applying trauma for 2 turns, 2 bleeds for 2 turns, ability block to the primary target. So most of this stuff is new here as well. So keep that in mind for who you vote for if you're voting for who's going to make the Phoenix Force team the strongest. Like I said, just I think a lot of people are just going to vote for who they think is going to be the coolest. But if you're looking to make the strongest team, keep in mind that not a lot of the stuff got held over. Let's move on to the ultimate for the original version of Omega Red. He's going to flip positive effects and negative effects on all enemies, attacking the primary target to 430% damage, applying ability block, slow, and heal block, reducing speed bar by 10%, attacking all other enemies for that same amount, 430% damage, slow, heal block, reducing speed bar by 10% as well, stealing 10% health from all enemies, redistributing to self. This is going to bypass heal block. This attack redistributes a max of 50% of this character's max health in war. Trauma to all enemies. This attack cannot be blocked. And Omega Red Phoenix Force, flipping positive effects and negative effects on all enemies is pretty much the only holdover. He is still doing a big AoE attack though, but that's pretty much the main thing that happens on this. And the passive, well, there's nothing that really hold over. Totally new passive. So let's go take a look at these characters that you might want to vote for if you're voting for the strongest Phoenix Force team. Let's look at Venom and some things that I think might hold over from the Venom kit if we get a new Phoenix Force Venom into the game. He is going to attack the primary target, 280% damage, but he's going to flip 2 positive effects to negative effects, applying bleed, heal block, fill speed bar by 20%. I think this is what would be held over from Venom if he gets the vote there. The special for Venom, attacking the primary target, 380% damage, applying ability block for 1 turn. That's pretty much the only thing that stands out to me on Venom's kit for his special. So, yeah, that's what I think might be holdover. But heal block, 2 turns, bleed for 3 turns, raid. He's getting some bonuses as well, attacking the bonus attack, the primary target, 380% damage, prolonging all negative effects on the primary target by 1 up to a maximum of 3. I think only the ability to block and maybe prolonging the negative effects on the primary target might hold over. On his ultimate, the main thing that stands out to me is spreading the negative effects from the primary to the adjacent targets. I think that is what would be held over if we get a new version of Venom. And I'm not going to touch the passives because if we look at what happened with Omega Red Phoenix Force, nothing from the passive got held over. So moving on to Magneto, this might be one of the cooler characters to be added to the team. He does have that mutant trait, Omega Red Phoenix Force, or the original Omega Red had that. The original Phoenix had that. So Magneto maybe as well will also have that, have some good synergy with them just because he's the original mutant. So the basic, I don't really see anything from the basic that could be holdover. He's going to attack the primary target, 220% damage, adding more piercing, chaining, more damage. There's nothing that really stands out there, so I'm not sure if there's anything that could hold over from the basic. The special, though, does clear positive effects. He's going to attack the primary target for some damage, more piercing damage, disrupted and slow. Maybe the disrupted and slow, but the main thing I think is that clearing the positive effects. He's getting that ability block as well. Unavoidable, cannot be blocked. The main thing that really stands out to Magneto is that ultimate, pulling all enemies up to 2 spaces towards the primary target, and then he's going to attack the primary and adjacent targets within 2 spaces for 240% damage and blind. I think that pull, if we get a Magneto into the game, I think that pull will hold over from his kit. I think that's the big thing that held over for that would be hold over from him. If you look at his daughter Polaris, she does that same thing in the game. So pulling the enemies, I think, will be what would be in the Magneto Phoenix Force kit. Again, nothing from the passive there, but the pull. All right, Spider Weaver. The big thing that stands out for Spider Weaver is that reduction in accuracy. So I think we're gonna go for just that passive there. Nothing really stands out about her kit in my mind. I mean, she does some good things, but the uniqueness of her is that lowering the accuracy. While this character has charge, lower the accuracy by 100% for all enemies. Whenever an enemy misses, she's going to lose that charge. So for some characters that have a lot of accuracy, this does not affect them, but characters that have normal accuracy, this will make them miss. So the only other thing that really stands out to me for her that makes her unique, applying that stun on her ultimate, but yeah, getting these charges, getting on all of her moves also stands out. So I think we'll go against the trend and say the passive for White Weaver is what's going to be held over. I think everything else will be totally changed if it gets a rework. And Gwenpool's just a good member of the New Warriors right now, and she has a couple AoEs. I think what they could do, which would be pretty cool, we have an AoE on her ultimate for some damage. We have an AoE on her special in Crucible only. I think because this is a Crucible team, we're gonna get an AoE on her special. Flipping 3 positive effects and negative effects is great. This is the opening move for her, so that might hold over as well. Then I think maybe if we do something like this, I think what a cool thing would be, instead of attacking the primary target 380% damage, attacking all enemies. Maybe not 380 because it goes from a single target attack to an AoE attack, but an AoE attack on the ultimate, the special, and the basic would be pretty nice in my opinion. With all that in mind, let me tell you who I'm kind of leaning towards. So I do like the Gwenpool, potentially maybe having AoE. She does right now, at least in Crucible, having her special and her ultimate. Nothing on her basic, but if they did that with her basic, I think that would be cool. Obviously, we don't know what the kits would be, so that would not be consideration. Magneto would be cool for a couple reasons. Thematically, he does go along with Phoenix. He does go along with Omega Red because of his mutant ties. That pull, I'm not sure how much that would benefit the team because Phoenix, Omega Red are so dominant anyway. I'm not sure if that would really help them because they're so good and they have these big AoE attacks. So Magneto thematically, I think would be really cool. Weaver, I think might help the team a bunch because if they do extend that passive, obviously they might not do that, but they reduce the accuracy. If a Phoenix Force Weaver would reduce the accuracy of enemies, that would be pretty beneficial for the team, unless they make a lot of teams with unavoidable attacks. Thematically, I think Venom would be cool, but spreading negative effects, there's so many negative effects already going out with the Omega Red Phoenix Force. Not sure how much it would help the team. So who I'm voting for, I'm probably going to lean towards that coolness factor and go for Magneto. Maybe there'll be something else that helps that pull benefit the entire team. But yeah, I think at least right now I'm voting for Magneto. Let me know down in the comments who you're leaning towards right now, and let me know why. Is it because of what they potentially could do on a full Phoenix Force team, or at least a 3-person Phoenix Force team, or is it just what they could do thematically? Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious who you guys are going to vote for. If you did get some value from the video today, leave it a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. And of course, if you want to see what are the best recommendations to get Professor X the quickest, just did a video with my most recent recommendations. So if you want to see that, check out the video up there. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your weekend, and choose wisely when that vote comes on Monday, Valley Club. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.